I noticed a theme started with my next 10 episodes, and it began with my 11th episode being a sequel. I think I'm going to do sequels to games I've already done until I hit episode 20, when I take on one of my most least favorite sequels. Want to know what it is? Keep watching and you'll see. I also noticed that these little shows of mine were meant to be short and sweet, yet some of my episodes have been going over 5 minutes. I'm not here to take up much of your time, so I need to either shorten them or just talk really fast again. What better way to get back to the basics than go with a sequel that has a very short Darkstalkopedia page, Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge. This should be easy, since it's basically just an upgrade to the first Darkstalkers game. Capcom could have called it Darkstalkers Tournament Edition if they wanted to follow what they may have done in other franchises of theirs. Being the fact that there's so little added to the game, I really don't feel like it was a sequel, but that's what it's considered, so I guess that's what I'm calling it. Besides, I'm not going to do Vampire Savior, aka Darkstalkers 3, until I do the second one. I like to be orderly, even in my pornography folder. Was that a masturbation joke? Well, what am I going to fill the time with? This game had so little extra compared to Darkstalkers 1, it's basically just 3 paragraphs of material. If I wanted to do that little in the way of work, I would have made this a podcast. This was a very hard game to find in an arcade. Most of the owners probably saw it and were just like,
"Hey, we already have that game. I'm not spending $2,000 on the same game with a different title card."
Shows what the owners knew about the intricacies of arcade gaming. So how did I play this game? I waited until many years after it came out, and I could tell you the rest, but I would have to maim you. So the most glaring differences between the first and second game was the fact that you could now play as the bosses from the first game. Hutzel, a 65-million-year-old robot who aided in killing off the dinosaurs. I'm not kidding about that, you can look it up. And Pyron, a celestial alien who consumes planets. There were also 2 new characters as well, a half-vampire Darkstalker hunter named Donovan and a female apparition named Hizyanko. And if there's a female character in Darkstalkers, you know there's gonna be generous cleavage. At least until the third one. They all have their dark stories behind their entrances into the franchise, but I'm not going to bore you with those details since I'm trying to keep these short again. The gameplay was different in a few small ways. The first game had a special meter that you could fill up and use to enhance a special move or do some kind of a super move. In this game, they made it so you could save up a few levels and let a couple go at one time. They also gave the moves names. An ES move was an enhanced special move. An EX move was an extra special move. For example, when activated, for a short time Morgan could make 2 of herself, 1 on either side of the opponent. Now you can fight with 4 huge jugs instead of just 2. I'm just having fun. She has very pretty eyes. For a Hellspawn Demon Woman! This was out in 1995, which is when I would have been 15 years old, so let's see if I still have that part of me in this head of mine.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. You never did play Darkstalkers 2, did you?
No, but I wanted to.
Well, your older self has, and was wondering what you would have wanted in the game.
Did it still have a dark atmosphere?
Yes.
Did Morgan still have huge fun bags?
Yes.
Were the women's naughty bits barely covered?
Yeah.
36 out of 10.
There you have it. A resounding promotion for this from my 15-year-old self.
Wait. I keep having this reoccurring dream about having a computer with 5 monitors.
Well, when they invent the internet, just keep your eye on something called Craigslist.
Sweet.
One thing I found kind of nutty was the fact that the first game was called Darkstalkers, the Night Warriors, and then they made a sequel called Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge. The old flip-flop, right? It was ported over to the following system. Yeah, just the one. But the game still had all the intensity and craziness of the first one, adding new music and a few new stages on top of that. If you could find it in an arcade, you did better than I, since I never could. Toss it a quarter, give it a whirl. At the very least, you'll get to see some 90s scantily clad anime fantasy women with huge tracts of land. Ending so soon? Yes, because I didn't want to talk about video game knockers again, or get into the American animated series of the game, which is just another insult on yet another good gaming series. Arcade Pass, let's make it last. See ya again soon.